Hey everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. Today is July 8th, 2021, and we're going to be taking another look at Blackberry stock. So before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but just for entertainment and educational purposes. But moving right along to Blackberry today, we did end in the green today. We're up about 11 cents, which is good. And we could see we basically just went up and up as the day went on and kind of started to consolidate between 1150 and 1160 towards the end of the day, which all fine news. You know, we had been seeing that we had been in this kind of downward trend recently. You can look at the 1 month here, just going down and down, having lower highs and lower lows, which is a negative, which is not a positive indicator of the stock's future performance. But we had also said we did see this kind of potential descending wedge, bullish signal that could be forming, that could be the start of a breakout that might appear in the next few days even, or in the immediate future. And we will be keeping an eye on that. So today, it was a positive day, not fantastic, not terrible, but we're kind of staying where we were, which is fine. If we just hang out and consolidate in the mid-11 range for a little bit, that's totally okay. Hopefully we could push again higher and maybe even get back into that $13.50 to $17 range. That would be fantastic. But if we stay around here, it's okay. For the immediate future, and especially considering that the market was down a lot. At one point, it was down over 500 points, although it did recover. So the market overall was getting hammered today, but Blackberry held up. So all good news there. And now there's even more good news coming out about Blackberry. I really like this article. I want to bring attention to it because it makes some valid points. And the most important, which I'll touch on here, are, we had said earlier that their earnings that they released last week were in line. You know, a lot of people there was a sell-off after they released their earnings, but they were within analyst expectations and just further showing that their turnaround is happening. They're not there yet, but they're not failing. They're just in line with what analysts are expecting. And furthermore, of note, I think BlackBerry's strength now is going to be the strength of their core businesses in the whole cybersecurity and those IP deals that we were referencing. So the article makes an interesting point, and we had mentioned that Colonial Pipeline cyber incident. And so according to Chen, who's the CEO of BlackBerry, BlackBerry's antivirus system, Protect, that's what it's called, prevented the ransomware from actually causing any real damage in the incident. So that's fantastic news that their products are being utilized, and now they're having a proven record. I think that could be really positive going forward, especially as things like ransomware remain in the news, and there are more attacks that are going to happen inevitably almost. So that's all great. And even more important, I think, or maybe equally as important, is these patent deals, which we've said, analysts are anticipating that once they sell some of their old patents, they could be up $1 billion in the bank, or even more. This article says they could be up even 2 to 3, but conservatively, if they can make $1 billion on these patent deals, and it's John Chen, the CEO, has said that they've started negotiations for a definitive agreement concerning this deal, and it looks like they're negotiating with Facebook, which may otherwise, have to pay BlackBerry because of an ongoing court battle. So they might just sell them the products or whatnot, the IP at issue. So once that deal goes through, I think that could be a fantastic catalyst for the stock price. But again, as we've said in the past, it doesn't happen overnight. But the fact that their negotiations are ongoing for the definitive agreement at this point it's progress. It means that, we hopefully will have this catalyst for too long. So overall, in terms of today's stock price, it was basically what we've been seeing. We're just kind of hanging out in the mid 11s, nothing really fantastic, nothing really terrible. But in terms of BlackBerry as a company, they do have a lot of room to grow. And we're seeing that their core businesses and these IP deals really could just give a jolt to the company, and they would be fantastic catalysts for the stock going forward, but we'll have to see how it plays out. But let me know what you're doing. If you're buying more BlackBerry, if you're selling your shares, if you're holding, I always like to hear what other people are doing with their shares, and I'll catch you in the next one.